Hello once again guys, welcome to computer hardware and software troubleshooting and installation. In today's video, we are going to do installing an operating system. So we are now going to install Windows 10 operating system on your laptop or a computer. So as we're going to proceed, so I want you guys to remember that installing the operating system is depending on what motherboard you are using. Okay, so let's get started. For Emacs, for instance, if that is your motherboard, you're going to press the delete key for you to proceed to the BIOS settings. So here inside the BIOS settings, so this is depending on the motherboard you are using. So I'm going to the boot, and then below you have there the boot option priorities. So I'm going to assign my SanDisk as boot option number 1 so that if my computer will restart, the computer will execute the bootable device that is my SanDisk. So the SanDisk is the name of my USB drive. So that is also depending on what brand of USB you are using. And after assigning my bootable device as boot priority number 1, I'm going to save and exit, and then save changes and reset, and choose yes, and then wait for your computer to restart. Okay, so once your PC has been restarted, so the next step that you're going to do is you're going to choose which version of operating system would you use. So in here, choose an operating system to start or press tab to select a tool. So use the arrow keys to highlight your choice, then press enter. So in here, you have here two versions of Windows 10 setup. So you have the 64-bit and the 32-bit. So if your computer's memory is higher than 4 GB, you may choose the 64-bit. But if your memory is only 2 GB, you choose the 32-bit. Okay? So for this video, I'm going to choose the 64-bit. Okay, so as you can see, the highlighted one is your choice, and then press enter. Okay, so once I press enter, the files is now being loaded to your computer. Okay, so just let's wait for a while. Okay, so the next step here is your Windows setup. So you need to change the language to install. So basically, we're going to choose the English one. So we just leave that as is. Okay, and then click next. So after clicking next, so the next step is you're going to click install now, because we are installing a new operating system in your computer. Okay, so click install now, and then after clicking the install now, so let's just wait again for a little bit while. Okay, so next here is enter the product key to activate Windows. So it should be on the back of the box that Windows came, or in the message that you bought Windows. Okay, so if you bought a license one, so the key is included there. So since we are just I'm just using this software for the um, demonstration only, so I'm going to use the skip button. Okay, So next is the license terms and agreements. So if you want to read all that one, then you may read it. And then after reading it, click the I accept license and terms and then click next. So in here, you have again two options here. So which type of installation do you want? So if you want to upgrade, so you just click the upgrade, install Windows and keep file settings and applications. Or you may rather choose the custom install Windows only. So since we are installing a new Windows operating system on your computer, so I'm going to choose the custom installation. Okay, so next window is you have here the size of your disk or your hard drive. So your hard drive is maybe you have there 500 gigabyte, 1 terabyte, 320 gigabyte, and so on and so forth. For this, I only have 50 gigabyte hard drive. Okay, so in here I can actually create a partition here. So I can create two partition, but if you want to create more than two partition, if you have a bigger size of hard drive, then you may do so. Okay, so in creating another partition, you click on the drive and then click new. Okay, and then in here you're going to specify the size. So if I'm going to create, if I want my computer to have two disk drives, so I just put here the size of the other drive. So for instance, the first drive is, or the another partition is, let's say 25,000 megabytes. So 25,000 megabytes, you're going to convert that on gigabytes, so that is 25 gigabyte. Okay? And then I'm going to click the apply. So to ensure that all Windows features work correctly, Windows might create additional partition for the system files. So next, I'm going to click OK. So as you can see here, you have here your partition. Okay? So this partition 1 is a system reserve. So you just leave it like that. Okay? And then in this partition 2, you have here the primary. Okay? So but as you notice, you have here an allocated space, so meaning to say it is not yet used or it is not yet created. So we are going to create this one so that after the installation you can use this part of your hard drive. So you just click the partition and then click new, and then you just click apply, so you don't need to assign a specific number or size of your hard disk anymore, because we are just creating two partitions or two drives. Okay, so just click apply, and then there you go, we already have two partitions on our hard drive. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we are going to choose where to install your operating system. Okay, so I'm going to choose the partition 2 here. Okay, so I'm going to choose it and then click next. Okay, so next window is the installation of the Windows is now on the process. So in here, maybe you will wait 20 to 30 minutes for all of your installation to be completed. Okay, so once your operating system is being installed, your computer might restart several times. So that is normal when you are installing an operating system. So while installing, you have there the copying Windows file. So getting files ready for installation, that is now on a 7%. So after that, the features will be installed and updates, and after that, the finishing up will undergo. Okay, so the setup is now finished and your PC will restart in just a moment. So don't press anything, just wait for it to finish, to continue. Okay, so the next window is, it says here it's time to enter the product key. So since we don't have any product key, we just click the do this later. Okay, so going fast, so all this you can leave it as is, and then click the use express settings to proceed. Right. Okay, so next you just click this one, I own it, or my work or school owns it. So that is up to you, right? So I just click the I own it, and then going to click next. So in this part, there's no need for you to fill up this one. So you just click the skip this step to for you to proceed for the next. And then next here is you are going to create an account for your PC or your laptop. So I'm just going to give this PC a name. So let's say ct12. Okay, so if you want to put password on it, so you may put it. So enter your password, re-enter your password, and then the hint of your password, so that in case of forgetting your password, you have a hint on how you're going to recover it. Okay, so next, click next, and then there you go. So you have already there the computer name, which is the ct12. So the process that that is going here is the Windows 10 operating system package is installing the necessary applications, the utilities, and so on and so forth on your computer. Okay? So it is automatically being installed and configured. So as I've said earlier, if you are going to install the Windows 10 operating system on your computer is restarting several times, and that is normal because it needs to be restarted for the other settings to be installed. So do you want to allow your PC to be discovered by other PCs and devices on this network? So you can select yes and no. So I might just click the yes. Okay. So there you go, guys. So you've already installed the Windows 10 on your computer. Okay, so your computer is now uh, having a Windows 10 operating system that is 64-bit. Okay? Okay guys, so that's how you're going to install Windows 10 operating system on your computer. Okay? So on our next video, I'm going to show to you on how you're going to install an application software. Okay? So thank you very much for watching and see you again on our next video. And don't forget to prepare one USB drive. So that is at least 8 GB in size for you to have your own bootable device soon. Thank you for watching and see you around.